What is up, Leo? Welcome to your general timeless reading. My name is Jordyn. I'm a master Reiki practitioner, also a tarot reader. If you want a personal reading or a Reiki session, book it down below. I have discount codes on my website sometimes, maybe all the time. Who knows? It's a surprise. Check out my Patreon if you want help on your spiritual path or you want access to monthly readings, energy shift readings, moon cycle readings, weekly Patreon-only videos, and live Q&As, right? So like, share, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and let's get into it. Leo, Leo, Bobio. B5 of Leo. What do I want to use for you? I guess let's do spellcasters. Yeah. Feeling kind of sassy. Sassy. Let's see what's going on with Leo. Show me what I most need to see for Leo. For the collective. He doesn't want to shuffle today. Show me what I most need to see for Leo. There we go. Just had to bend it the other way. What does Leo most need to see right now? Spirit. Show me what I most need to see for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Show me what I most need to see for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising. Queen of Wands in reverse. There's that sassiness, right? Okay. There's I feel like a lack of belief or a lack of trust in something or someone or a situation, right? So whatever that is for you, take it, leave it. But Queen of Wands in reverse is like a very skeptical energy for me as a reader. This is somebody who's kind of like, I'm sorry, what? That's kind of what the Queen of Wands comes off as to me. Someone who's just questioning everything around them, but likes to still be very confident in their personal power, right? Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay. It is Leo energy for me as a reader as well, even though it's technically Aries if you're to study tarot. Two of Wands in reverse. Yeah, there's hesitance to step forward towards something because, yeah, there's this skeptical energy of like, should I really be entertaining this? Should I not? Like, are you playing me right now? Are you being real with me? There's a lack of trust here. And because of that, it's like a shutdown. It's a shutdown. I don't really want to deal with this right now. I don't want to deal with it. Two of Wands in reverse and the Two of Swords. It's a lack of clarity on the situation. And so it's like this, it's kind of like a protest. Like, I'm going to stay right where I am until I know exactly what's going on here. Let's see what else we got. Okay, I feel the other person coming in. Let's see what it is. King of Swords. There they are. King of Swords in reverse. Yeah. Okay. So we got an argument going on here. Queen of Wands in reverse. King of Swords in reverse. This is a very blunt, cutting energy. This is someone who's kind of like, I said what I said and I meant what I said. So, like this just feels like power struggle, like ego battle. And there's just miscommunication. And both people seem to be working from like the ego of like, I'm actually hurt. I'm actually in pain, but I don't know how to articulate that. And some people might not even know what's really going on in the situation. All right, let's see. Lovers. Yep. Chariot in reverse. Page of Wands and the Five of Wands. So in the reality of all things, both these people do want to come together. They want to move in a new direction. There is going to be communication, like lighthearted communication, like, hey, how are you? How are things going? Let's discreetly sweep this under the rug because I don't want to deal with drama, right? Reconciliation, Three of Cups in reverse in the bottom of the deck. This is kind of what's like being avoided. It's like both people want it, but like, how do we go about doing this? Three of Wands in reverse. The opportunity to do it's here, but we need to make some big changes. Habitually, this is like a very sweep it under the rug kind of vibe we got going on. Yeah. Because both people are like, let's not address the elephant in the room that we're both working from distorted energy. And we ping pong this all the time. We always like, I piss you off and then you act pissed off at me and then you're passive aggressive and then I don't communicate and then I'm hurt and then you're hurt and then we never talk about our hurt and we're just kind of like, hey, how you doing? I'm okay. How are you? I'm good. You want to go get pizza? I can get some pizza. Okay. You just move on with your lives. Eventually, it's going to bite you in the ass. You can't, like there's going to be some hurt pain that's going to build up there, people. So you gotta work through it. You gotta talk about it. Time to chitty chat, patty whack, give the dog a bone. Okay, let's look at this Three of Cups in reverse. I was actually about to shuffle, but I'll take this. 9 of Wands in reverse. Somebody's that like had the last straw kind of energy, like this, I don't know if I really do want to come back together, right? They're realizing the pattern. I kind of feel like this might be the masculine energy, the King of Swords energy, to be honest with you. Yeah, death. And the Hermit in reverse. Like, I'm just going to mind my business. I'm just going to stay over here. I'm going to accept that this is done. It is what it is. Like, I'm done. I'm over it. I'm not going to reach out anymore. 7 of Cups in reverse and the Page of Wands and the 10 of Swords. Yeah, because they see very clearly that it's just hurt. It's just pain. Page of Wands to me is the wounded child. 7 of Cups is the clarity. 10 of Swords is ending all the pain. They're like, I don't want to do this drama anymore. I don't want to feel this within this relationship, this dynamic over and over again. Like, it's not helping me. It's not benefiting me. That's not selfish of me, but I want peace in my life and I want a relationship that brings me peace, kind of thing. A lot of people are getting to this because our North and South node just moved into Scorpio and Taurus today. So it's wanting stability. It's wanting stability, wanting things that last the test of time, wanting things that are secure, wanting things that are committed, right? Let's look at the Queen of Wands. 8 of Wands in reverse. It's kind of like 8 of Wands in reverse to me is like the block card. It's kind of like, I want to say something, but I ain't going to say it. I want to say things. I got a lot of things to say. Not sure what I want to say quite yet, though. Tell me more about this Queen of Wands. Wheel of Fortune and Strength in reverse. Yeah. The Divine's basically going to take the wheel, no pun intended, on this one. That was actually kind of funny. I really didn't mean to say that, but they are. Wheel of Fortune is change. There is going to be a big change here. And it's basically to address this power struggle. Strength in reverse. I kind of want to say the high horse dynamic, because that's kind of what it feels like. Like two people that are like, well, I'm better than you and I deserve better than you. So, And then the other person's kind of feeling the same way. Well, I deserve better than you too. When really, like, you both know you're equal and you're 2 peas in a pod. Page of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Pentacles. Both people recognize that it's a self-sabotaging behavior, and they both have a habit of sabotaging relationships because they have a fear of intimacy and abandonment. So nobody really wants to talk about that. Wow. Just because it's a masculine and a feminine energy doesn't mean that it has to be their gender. Obviously, King of Swords could just be somebody's masculine energy. It could still be a female, right? Same goes for the Queen, okay? It's just energy. Let's look at the 2 of Wands in reverse. Moon in reverse. The Moon in Justice. It's not in reverse. 6 of Wands in reverse and the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So what neither person wants to accept or recognize is that emotionally they do want to make this situation right. Justice. They want to fix it. Okay. They want to make things fair. But it's the lack of determination, the lack of effort that is leading to the lack of recognition of what's actually going on. 6 of Wands. So they're stuck at the 2 of Wands, right? Not moving forward. Let's look at, I keep hearing the choice. 2 of Swords can be about choices and decisions. To me as a reader, it's typically the closed heart space card, but I guess this is about the choice. So what someone's deciding. It's like what they're deciding, but they're not speaking on. I feel like it's an ending again, to be honest with you, though. 9 of Cups, 6 of Cups in reverse, the Magician in reverse, and the Sun. 10 of Wands, ending, yeah. And it's like, I feel like this is somebody just working from their pain. Like, no, I'm done here. Like, I deserve my own happiness. You do deserve your own happiness, but it doesn't mean that if you genuinely do want a relationship and a relationship is healthy and a good relationship for your life, and you guys are just kind of having like this little power struggle between you and acting like little children and don't want to resolve it, that's different than ending a toxic relationship, because this doesn't feel like a toxic relationship. This feels like 2 people who are simply mirroring their hurt and pain back and forth and don't know how to be vulnerable and talk about it. Let's look at so we have the 9 of Cups and the 6 of Cups. Between the 9 and the 6 is the 3 of Cups, upright. There is a desire to have a reconciliation, even though they're like, I want to be happy. I don't want to be with this person anymore. Yes, they do. They don't want to accept it. It's a misuse of their power, and they know that. They know that they're working from their shadow, right? Because the Magician is divine masculine energy for me, but this is distorted masculine energy. So it's almost like they're manipulating their energy and they're like, I'm still going to be able to have my happiness and I'm still going to be able to achieve all that I want to achieve, but I'm willing to take this loss. But it's like a hard loss for them. 10 of Wands. They're struggling to really let this go. So let's look at this King of Swords, Queen of Swords, the Star. They're like, no, that person's not meant for me. And the universe is like, yeah, they are. Yes, they are. And this King's like, no, they're not. No, they're not. The Queen's very much so like, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to wait for you to say something. So whether you're the King or the Queen, just take what resonates. So let's look at the connection. Let's look at this Lovers. This could be romantic very easily. Judgment and Page of Cups, which is the card of vulnerability for me as a reader. The Page of Cups is learning to be honest about what you really think and what you really feel. And the Lovers is the connection, right? So you're being called to make the decision to really speak your truth about your true emotional state and what you really feel in regards to this dynamic. Page of Wands, because that's what's going to help you heal these wounds of abandonment or rejection that you're going through, okay? So let's look at the Chariot. Let's look at this new direction that we're moving into. Why is the Chariot here for Leo? The Devil. Trying to move away from this. This could be a codependent dynamic. This could be a very like attached dynamic. With the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands and the Six of Swords in reverse, it's almost like there's an unhealthy attachment between these two people. And that unhealthy attachment is most likely that they mirror each other's shadow. Okay. Just because, let's put it, okay, let's just talk about your dark and light really quick, right? We all got dark and light. We all got masculine and feminine, positive and negative. It's just duality. It's just duality. It just is. Good and bad are labels. They're labels, right? Unconditional love means that your person sees all the ugly in you, you see all the ugly in them, and you love them regardless, right? Like my person knows I can be annoying and I could be arrogant, right? I can, and I know I can. And as a part of me that I just have to be mindful of and work on, right? And I know that he can be too. That's what happens when you have people with a lot of air placements, right? And a lot of freaking earth. Okay? Because they're like, practicality, knowledge, intelligence. You know, it's just knowing yourself, knowing your person, loving all of the dark and light. It's not good or bad. It just is. These two people see each other as like, oh my gosh, you're a horrible person. You're painting them in a bad light because you're struggling to love the darkness within yourself. And so you're looking at somebody else's darkness like it's just as ugly as how you feel about your own. We do this, we project, and it's like the struggle to accept it. And so they're not moving into peace. They're staying in a state of conflict because they're not committing to this practice of truly being vulnerable, to truly talking about what their pain, what their wounds are, like the deep, deep, difficult things, right? Yeah. So let's look at those deep, deep, difficult things. Because here's that, hey, let's go grab some pizza conversation. And I feel like it's going to be time to say, hey, I'm tired of sweeping this under the rug kind of vibe, right? Because like that's a process of integrating your shadow. It's getting to know all the good, no, not good, like all the duality of yourself, right? And it's disconnecting, detaching from the labels. Yeah, so Two of Pentacles with the Page of Wands, it's kind of like, okay, I'll entertain this conversation, but like, what are we really doing here? Who is this? Three of Wands. Okay, it's moving in a new direction. We do have the Emperor when I split the deck, which is divine masculine energy. Like I said, this King is kind of like, I feel like it's the masculine energy who's just like, I'm fed up. I don't really want to talk to you. I don't really want anything to do with you. Like 10 of Wands. Yeah. The done. Like I'm done with us sweeping it under the rug. It can't be swept anymore. Like, are we going to mature and grow and have something stable? Because that's what the masculine energy is seeking. And if the feminine can't match that, they're kind of like toodles, you know, like I'm trying to work with you here. If you can't work with me, then we're going to have to part ways kind of vibe. And it's not a bad thing. It's just kind of like relationships are a give and take. So yeah, Nine of Pentacles. somebody just really wants to feel stable and secure, not only as an individual, but in their dynamics with other people. And this individual is finding their safety and security and who they are right now. And they want that to reflect in all their other dynamics, right? Hangman, okay? And the Queen of Wands is like, oh, I have a new perspective. And oh my gosh, I'm realizing that I actually do want this connection and I don't want to let go of it. Four of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. Coming back into their healthy feminine instead of distorted feminine, right? Because they shifted their perspective, because now they basically were faced with this ultimatum when they were talking about over pizza. You know, like, hey, let's get the pizza. Like, no, we're not going to have pizza and sweep it under the rug anymore, Queen. We're going to fix this. They're like, oh, okay. Let's look at the Five of Wands. Man down. Three of Swords in reverse and the Five of Swords. Okay, so we are healing the conflict. We're healing the conflict. Three of Swords, Five of Swords. The Two of Swords is in between this. This is what was blocking us. We are healing the distortion. We are healing the fact that one person or both people are thinking like, I'm better off alone because this is hurting my peace. No, it's not. You are giving your power for it to take your peace. Yep, that's all I'm going to say on that. That's all I'm going to say on that. You're giving the power for it to take your peace. Because remember, the Two of Swords was clarified by this misuse of personal power. It's a misuse of your power. You're leaking your power to a situation when you really don't need to be. How often do we do that? If we could just go to this place of acceptance of like, okay, it's ran its course. So either it's done or we reframe the foundation into something that's stable that works for both of us. Which is it going to be? Okay. Let's get one more on the Five of Wands for Leo. Five of Wands in reverse. So Five of Wands on top of the Five of Wands for me as a reader is validation that the channeled message is correct. Yeah. So just to kind of get a very, very clear message for you, because this seems like we have one person who's basically just presenting an ultimatum to the other. It's not like there's really a resolution yet, to be honest, because with the Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, there's this hesitance to really build together. Then you have the Hierophant. Doesn't look like it's really going to work out because with the Tower there, it needs to come down. But of course, because of spirituality, being how spirituality is, then you have the Ace of Wands followed by, you guessed it, the fucking Fool. Second chances. But it's all dependent on the fact if these two people are willing to integrate their shadow, right? Willing to say, okay, listen, like, I get it. I could be pretty yucky toward you in regards to this aspect, and you could be pretty yucky toward me in regards to that aspect. Okay, I hear what you do not like in our dynamic. Do you hear what I don't like in our dynamic? Okay. I'm not going to take it crazy personally because, you know, I can see how I can be like that, right? And it's just being willing to understand that we all have our own lens. We all have our own lens. Even if you don't understand their perspective or where they're coming from, everybody has their own lens. You can put 100 people in a room, they're all going to describe it differently. It's just being open and receptive, teachable, okay, flexible with one another. And if you can't be, then toodles, you know, like don't bang your head against a wall to chase something that's eluding you. Okay. Express your love. So that's my Page of Cups card. That's like the vulnerability card, right? And stay optimistic about your love life and codependency. So this is the unhealthy attachments, right? This is the big theme right now in the collective, right? We're working through distorted feminine energy, which highlights codependency. This is also people pleasing. This is self-sacrificing. This is unhealthy boundaries. This is the lack of saying no, which is the same thing as unhealthy boundaries, Jordyn, you know, oops, words. Okay. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. This does not mean that this has to be a love situation. This could be a friendship. This could be a family dynamic. This could be a work relationship. Whatever kind of dynamic this is, it has unhealthy attachment, a lack of boundaries, people pleasing, self-sacrificing going on. There's a need to really express from the heart space what's really going on in this situation so these two people can heal it and progress. Okie dokie, artichoke. But my love bugs, that's what I have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you want a personal reading or a Reiki session, go ahead, book it down below through my website in the description box. I have a discount code for the month of January for you. Okay, check out my Patreon too. I do a lot of live chats on there and weekly readings and a lot of cool readings and a lot of readings. And I'll see you next time. Later, Gators.